All right, boys, it's showtime. Best anime tier list, and whoever gives the worst takes gets a drone strike.
Wait, what?
I authorize this completely.
All right, good. So let's start with an easy one, Hunter x Hunter. This show simply slaps and I think should go straight to S tier.
Agreed. I never have heard anyone say anything negative about the show. The fights are amazing and the story is super enjoyable.
Personally, I'm a sucker for the animation and how the characters are developed. I really like Gon and Killua. They are very likable.
Identify with Hisoka much, Biden?
Not more than you would identify with Chotaro, the way you're so close to going to jail.
Calm down, guys. Focus on the tier list. So, Hunter x Hunter goes to S tier. How about Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood? I have some hot takes.
I won't accept anything other than S tier. FMAB is a straight-up banger of a show. Complex and well-crafted storyline that makes all other shows seem like they were written by a toddler, strong character development, and stunning animation.
Man, the show is indeed good, but the pacing kills me, especially in the beginning. It's unbearable sometimes.
We need to take into consideration that it's Joe that's saying that, for crying out loud. The show may be good and have some exciting action scenes and stuff, but it's not all that.
What? It's fantastic. Just listen to the soundtrack and you'll give it S tier.
The soundtrack isn't even that good. The show is pretty good, I need to admit, but it's not as good as people think. I have no clue why it's that well rated, above some other shows that are much better than FMAB. It's very predictable at times, and it loses all of its emotional impact.
That's simply cap, Obama. Give it the S tier or be banned from Trump Tower forever.
What you said is true, Trump, but come on. Why so many flashbacks? And talking about the writing, there are a lot of moments that the characters suffer from consequences that aren't realistic or overly convenient. I'd go hard on this one and give it a B.
Such heresy. You'll never see New York ever again.
Well, I'd go with A tier, so to even it out, I'm placing FMAB there. It's simply not all that.
Whatever. What's next?
It's Vinland Saga. Now that's an anime that deserves the S tier. Both the manga and the anime are simply peak seinen.
I don't like it that much. It overuses violence and relies on it too much.
What are you babbling, old man? Vinland Saga is indeed peak. It does not rely on violence too much because it has a compelling storyline, mixing historical events with fiction. The result is a fantastic show that explores themes of revenge, power, and identity. Easy S tier.
It does not stop there. There's some amazing character development. The animation by Wit Studio is simply phenomenal, and that first intro is one of the best.
Whatever, I'd give it an A or B tier anyway, so S tier can be okay.
All right, it's staying there. So far, so good, but what about Bleach?
It's pretty good, and no one can tell me otherwise. It has some very interesting world building, a super enjoyable story, and a lot of epic fights.
Hard disagree. The show pales in comparison to other in terms of quality fights. Besides, the animation quality is pretty inconsistent. Sometimes the fights are pretty darn awful. Don't know about the new season, though.
To be completely honest, Bleach is very bad. The pacing is terrible. The fillers are complete garbage, and the ones that aren't filler manage to be almost as bad. There are 2 good seasons. The first one and the one where they save Rukia. Everything else is pitiful.
That's total cap, Obama. The story is super good and the character designs are super cool and unique.
Man, you're tripping, Trump. The tropes are pretty overused and the fights are always so predictable. They keep talking for 10 minutes, then they slash each other's neck and keep competing as to who released their Bankai first. It's awful.
They fix it in the new season, dumbass. Just watch it. Give it at least a B tier.
But we are talking about main Bleach, the old one. I'd go with D tier.
I could go with C, but D is also fine. Leave it there, Obama.
All right, it's there. How do you feel, Trump?
Disgraced, but whatever. Bring the next one up.
All right, next up we have Hajime no Ippo, and I would like to start talking about this one. It's a super enjoyable experience from start to finish, having a compelling storyline exploring Ippo's journey from a bullied high school student to a pro boxer. There is a lot of character development, with each character having their own motivations and struggles. The show slaps.
I don't think it's that good, Obama.
What do you mean, why not?
The storyline is a bit repetitive sometimes. They reuse some tropes and storylines, and I need to comment that the animation is outdated.
We need to judge it as if it was released today, and the animation kind of holds up well. Even if it didn't, we have a lot of manly boxing action. There's nothing I like more than some good fights. The fights are also kind of realistic, at least some of my boxing friends told me, but the show is not that good as Obama thinks.
Why not? The humor in the show is impeccable. I'd easily go with S tier for this one.
For me, it's an A tier. Actually, it can go to B because of the limited focus to the story and character development instead of just on boxing.
The show is about boxing. Do you want them to talk about what? Flower collecting? Bug studies? Anyways, I'd go with A tier. It's good, but not on the same level as Hunter x Hunter.
You guys win. I'll put it at A tier.
What's next? Oh, it's Attack on Titan.
This is not even a discussion. It's going to S tier. Fantastic storytelling, world building, animation, character development, and exceptional soundtrack.
I totally agree. You said everything, Obama. This show will mark me forever, and I don't think anything can top it.
I would argue that there's too much graphic violence for my taste and that the plot is too complex. What is true, but I don't think Obama would drop it to A tier.
Not at all. The plot may be complex, but it's just a demonstration of how good the show is. Now, why don't we move on to the next anime?